See you in a moment, okay?
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here. Welcome to Afternoons Delight. Very interesting episode of Chicago PD. I found this week's episode to actually be slightly better than last week's. Didn't expect that though. Like, usually, the season premiere is usually the strongest. And I remember last year, the season premiere, the second episode, which I believe was a Burgess case, was not as strong as the first episode. But the third episode was like the strongest. That's looking like almost a similar trend, but reversed with the second episode being better than the first one. But that third episode next week, oh my God, we're going to talk about that later, man. My last video for the One Chicago family this week. Next week's episode looks crazy, but let's get into it, y'all. Man, oh man, oh man. Wow. I told y'all Upstead was in trouble, and they are in trouble. They are in real big trouble. So, Hailey, by the way, I'm liking Torres. Torres, I'm liking him. Whoa, this dude right here, I'm liking him. Now we waiting on Worry from GH, General Hospital, to come on the board. I think his name Michael Cross. Yeah, we waiting for him to come aboard. But yeah, so Hailey in a couple of times in this episode asked, what Jay was doing, because obviously lately he's been kind of lying to Upton and, hanging out a little bit later than usual, and hanging around Voight a lot now, and obviously he's working on a little bit of a case with him, but he did reveal to her later in the episode, what he was doing, but he still kind of fabricated the whole story. And, just like later in the night, he was at a bar with Voight, drinking. So, and this is definitely not characteristic of what Jay does. Like, Jay is definitely changed since this work. Boy, I love how the writer did this, or the producer of the show. Like, they basically did a whole 180 with these characters. So Upton was more like what Jay is right now before the Roy Walton case. Whereas now, after the Roy Walton case, Jay is kind of more rogue now. Like, he's kind of like not by the book and all this other stuff anymore. He's kind of aligning himself with Voight a lot more. He's seen eye to eye with Voight. We've seen this since that case. And, since the end of that case, like, it's been both characters has gone in, different directions. So it's very interesting. I think it's a very interesting study how they flip like that. And it's really good for the storyline that's coming up for Jay next week. So, starting next week. So, gonna be very interesting, y'all. I got another video talking about a text that he sent to. It's basically what I've already covered here, where he was at the bar or whatever, but I just want to get in a little bit more detail with it, do a separate video on it, so we'll definitely be doing that next. But go ahead and like this video, man. Hit that like button for me, share the video, subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new in the zoo. Any comments I got, definitely put it below. And if you want to donate to the channel, hit the super thanks button below. I much appreciate it. And big salutes to anybody who been voting in the community tab on my channel. Been going into the community tab and been voting on the polls. Definitely shout out to y'all right now. I think Chicago PD is in, One Chicago is in second place behind wrestling. So definitely get the votes up. I'm going to also be putting some polls in about Chicago PD over there. So definitely get over there from time to time, even if you're not subscribed or not, and vote in those polls. I'm gonna try to, anytime we have like a poll specifically about the show, I'm going to try to, reveal it on here the following week or whatever, or a couple of weeks afterwards. So definitely vote over there. But yeah, we're going to do that video later on, talking about the text messages. Then we're going to talk about Ruzek. And we're going to talk about next week's episode. So those are the videos this week for Chicago PD, man. Thank y'all for watching this one. Afternoons Delight.